How's it going, everyone? One of the most volume stocks I've ever seen for a penny, in a while is RHYM. So we got to talk about this stock. I'm going to show you guys the daily chart and how to successfully trade a downtrend stock and how to sell the pumps before everyone else, dumps on you, right? Because you got to understand RVSN or not RVSN, RHYM. My bad. I was looking at another one, but RHYM, is in a downturn. We can all see that these pumps are going to get shorted really fast. So a lot of influencers are going to say, outrageous price targets of 10 cents, 20 cents, and then, anything higher than that is absolutely nuts. We can expect at the very least, RHYM to go to this EMA 5, okay? We know RHYM's going to go that. If you have a really bad average, this might suck because let's say you have it up in the 8 cents, the 10-cent region. Well, then coming up to this EMA 5 isn't going to help you much, right? Because this EMA 5 is at the 5-cent loading zone, 5 cents. And I have no doubt that this is where algos are going to trigger it. We're going to hit here and we're going to come back down. Okay. We do know, I mean, obviously the 10 it can go to and it could go to the 20. That's no doubt. But I mean, this is not a stock we can just put off the table because look at the volume. We had 220 million volume. We had 387 last Friday. Friday we had 209. Or Monday we had this one. So the volume's there, and usually in my experience, when I see massive volumes, the price tends to react faster and come to that in the reversions of the means, because that's simply all this is. It's just reversion to the mean. When you're in a downtrend, you look for a price to come back up to these reversions to the mean, and then you sell your shares and you play another stock. To this range to the EMA 5, you're looking at a 57% gain. That is massive. I don't think that's very possible, possible that it can do that, okay? We're also looking at a K value of 5.06. You can see way up in here, if you bought this thing, look at the K value. It was 31, way too high. It was 21 right here, 14, 10, 7, 5. So you might ask, well, what is a decent value? If I'm going to play against the trend, I need to see 5 and lower. And then I also need to see what's the time distance from this EMA 5. If you have candles that are sticking right on this EMA 5 like this, this is not really the way to go. When you have candles like this that are away from the EMA 5, and then my best setups are when we touch this lower Keltner channel, which is an extreme oversold setting. I don't think we're going to do that for this because look at this, it's a negative number. So we can't use our Keltner channel, which is one of my most favorite things to do. But we could use is what's the time distance from the EMA 5? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have 5 daily candles not touching the 5. Anything that don't touch the 5, EMA 5 in 5 days is pretty long. So usually what happens is on 7 daily candle, on the 7th day, anything past 5, you see a run up to that. So price can get very close to it, and I would look for those gains when it gets as close as possible. Best case scenario, you just go up to this 20, 177% gain. But you better believe it, this is going to get shorted big time. I'm just more of a conservative player. I wouldn't have been buying this thing way up in here because there's no time distance at all. You're just now touching the 5. I never buy anything when price is above the EMAs when we're in a downtrend because I know this EMA 50 is usually acted as resistance. A lot of times you can see this to overhype people, and if you're a breakout trader, you might trade this and just to get dumped on, right? If you held this thing long enough, because that's why I tell people we need to wait to see what this EMA 50 does. Don't trade these on these EMAs if you're trading an uptrend when you see that clearly the EMA 50 is acting as is at the very top. So that means if price comes back under, you're limited to your range. We know this is going to act as resistance. And so now that we're coming into an oversold pattern, it's almost like a fish hook, right? You can kind of see, you got this move here, and then you're kind of like curling up, right? Just think of it like a fishhook pattern where price is bottomed out, and now we're trying to make that dead cat bounce. That's all this is a dead cat bounce when it goes, and it's going to overhype a lot of people when this thing starts going up over 10%. New bulls are going to get in, not realizing the risk of what's the gain percentage to here. We're down 16%. This is not a big deal compared to penny stocks. You got to understand penny stocks are going to move massive. So how I look to buy something like this is at the end of the day, I am going to buy at the end of the day, okay? Because when price is going down, it's going to go down rapid, right? So, we want to look at where does the sellers look look to end the selling pressure, right? So for example, look at this candle here. You see how the wicks are, the body is going down constantly throughout the day. This right here was a doji candle, which was reassuring. It was nice in the middle here. This candle we went up a little, and then this candle right here we would buy at the end of the day. So you want to buy it when it's red. You don't want to buy when RHYM is going up. And I made a previous video and saying, wait for the red to happen because it is a downtrend stock. It's going to happen. It's going to give you that. So here is your stock here. We have 5 days of not touching the EMA5. That's good in my books. I can approve of this. We start to see selling pressure kind of cool down, right? Right in here we have an area where it's kind of cooling down. It's kind of stabilizing. I can definitely see where we can easily get this move up to that 5. I really think we're going to get it very soon. It's going to happen fast, but you want to be prepared between the other people that are looking, and other people are going to be like, oh, I want 10 cents. But like I said, if your average is really high, you need to average down here. If you just got too much of money into this thing, then you need to take your loss and just not play it like that again. Do not listen to influencers of saying these outrageous price targets when they have no idea and no control in the market. Nobody knows. But we do know what's an oversold bounce. With my system, this is an oversold bounce idea. You have your K value at 5. You have your EMA5, lots of room to the EMA5, 55%. You have massive time distance to it, and it's looking like a fishhook pattern to me. So I like this trade. Now, keep in mind the risk scenario. If you guys don't know, anything that is under 10 cents for 10 consecutive days will have to get delisted. This is 5 days. So they're going to have to figure something out here. I don't think we go above 10 cents in my opinion. That would be way over 200% gain. I think this is honestly a play you just need to get the heck out the minute it pumps to this 5. I wouldn't aim for anything higher. I think they will do an RS to really get rid of that. I don't, a lot of times, companies that have been under so long, they'll try to hurry up and do an RS, reverse split, and make their price go above $1. So we'll see. They can appeal it. They can do a lot of stuff. It's just, this is a very risky stock. I wouldn't put a lot of money into it. I know a lot of people are hyping this up, but just remember, any sub 10 cent stock has lots of risk to it. But with my system, we can kind of make the risk more manageable and take those fast profits. I would take 10%. If you're up 10% on some of these plays, take it. This right here was a nice 15% bounce from the lows here. It can really give that to you. If you were watching this after hours, look at this bounce right here, 36%. But this is one of those things you just got to keep an eye on a lot of the times, okay? But that's my analysis. I'm more bullish than bearish short term. I'm bearish definitely long term. Nothing tells me that this is sustainable. I do think we need an RS, a reverse split. I see that the EMA 50 and 20 is at the very top, so every pop is going to get shorted. But I do love the volume. The volume is undeniable. I think there's a lot of people putting some big buys in here, and I think we're going to get some nice price targets, nice pumps here soon. So expect sometime this week we get a nice EMA5 touch. 10% gains, take those. Those are nice gains. With this stock, you can get more than 10% depending on what your average is. But if you're just really bag holding and you're just hating this stock, any gain is good at that point. Don't listen to other people because you don't want to be down 20-30%. And then price goes your way, and then just for them to dump out, because what's going to happen is, let's say your price is right here, your average, it goes to the EMA5, and then it just dumps on you, and then you're in this misery, and sub 10 cent stocks, they have to do something. They have to reverse split, delist, or do something, to get, out of this territory here. They can't be sustained in this territory long. So I hope you guys like this video. If you guys want to see my active alerts, see exactly what I'm doing and everything, join the premium Discord. Click the link down below in YouTube comments below. It'll say join the premium Discord for my alerts and system. It'll take you to this free chat landing page. When you do that, it will ask you if you want to subscribe. It does not mean you're a membership yet. This free chat landing page is just for you to, comment, how to subscribe and everything. But you can read how to subscribe here if you want to become a member. It's very simple. It's very easy. All you have to do is hit this day trade alerts right in here under the subscriptions tab, and it'll ask you for would you like to subscribe for my swing trades and my day trades, and it's only $12 a month. I try to make it very affordable so you can have a vast amount of strategies. For $12 a month, you're going to get swing trades and day trades alerted right to your phone. It's going to be high probability alerts. It's going to be awesome. It's going to be stuff that actually works, okay? But I'm also going to give you the education. I don't want this to be alert system only. I want you guys to know how I trade full time and understand why I'm taking the trade. So you can see all that in the swing trading education, day trading education. This certain video right here, how to set up your indicators that get your chart, is the most important, and it discusses a lot about how to play against the trend. This is playing against the trend idea, how to find stocks that are playing against the trend, and these can make you the biggest money, but you got to understand higher risk, higher rewards, especially sub 10-cent penny stocks. Hope you guys decides to join. I think you guys are going to learn a lot. It's a great community. And I just want to discuss RHYM as it is meeting my system. I do approve of the buy. Am I going to alert this in the Discord? Probably not, because it is a sub 10. This is one of those things where you can play it and understand, like, yeah, you can make a massive bounce here to the EMA 5. That's 56%. Okay. There's massive risk versus reward into this trade here, but a lot of people are buying this thing way up in the 9 cents, 10 cents, way up in here. Heaven forbids, a lot of people probably bought when it's way up in the 20 cents, and they've just been bag holding it because they didn't understand the basic things. What happens? This is a false breakout. EMA 50 needs to be at the very bottom before you trade an uptrend. If you're trading a downtrend, you need to wait for EMA 5 time distance, wait for candles to be away from it, and when you wait for those candles, you start to see a consolidation pattern where price is bottoming out. It's not moving much anymore. And then you have this low K value at 5. So everything looks good. I wish you guys the best. If you guys want to see my active alerts, I'll post them all in the swing trade alerts and day trade alerts. And if you subscribe for my day trade alerts, it's only $12 a month. So I hope you see you guys there. Click the link down below in YouTube comments below to access the Discord. And let's make some money. Peace out.